Hello everyone, this is Abby97, aka Pink Floyd 97 on World of Warships, and welcome to my first commentary video on World of Warships Legends. In this video we're going to be playing the Tier 4 Premium Soviet Destroyer Gremyaschy. I believe he was a campaign ship back in the fall, either October or November. So here we are in Big Race, and islands are pretty spread out in this map, so we're going to try to stick to one of the islands here. Looks like there's a lot of battleships in this one too. In your destroyer, the more big ships the better usually. Less destroyers to worry about. I guess and if you're in any ships, it's less destroyers the better. Depends on the circumstance too. So let's get moving here. Usually on this map, in my experience, the trios of ships tend to be spread out pretty evenly. So hopefully we can get a larger ship, maybe a battleship over on the left here, and do a surprise attack. There's a battleship out there. It's a bit too far for me. And I'm headed basically a beeline towards that island. Want to get developed as soon as possible. Basically set up a little place where I can shoot torpedoes and shoot guns. Those ships are still too far. And there's a possible victim right there. The Piotr Veliki. There's a Phoenix. I'm going to take a couple shots at him. But it's probably not worth it. He probably might be able to see me if I do that. And we're probably going to join up with Clemson here. He might, yeah, he's probably going to lay down a smoke screen. Looks like he's slowing down. So I'm actually going to use his smoke screen. And maybe do a surprise attack. Wait for this battleship to come around the corner. But we can only guess. Still, those ships are a little too far. Here comes a destroyer. He's coming directly at us. So yeah, just going to use his smoke screen here as sort of a pivot point so we can do attacks on both sides of the island. And if we're lucky, that battleship will come around, which it looks like he's headed this way anyway. Take some shots here at these ships. Looks like Clemson's probably has the same idea. Still waiting on that shit. It might be a while here. Start fire. And this is never a good idea to cluster up like that and running into each other. That's just bad communication. I mean, that's what that was. And a lot easier to hit. Take some shots at the corvette, hopefully set him on fire. And just playing the waiting game on this Soviet battleship. It looks like he's slowed down. He must know that at least one destroyer is around the corner waiting for him. And he'd be more than correct. Even this Kirov, I think, is aware. By the way, if you guys have any suggestions on something I could do better or tips and tricks, please let me know in the comments below. I'm still learning. I played a lot of matches. I'm still learning. In there, we can see the torpedoes misaligned at the last second, so we didn't get the trajectory we wanted. But it doesn't look like the Kirov wants to come out anyway. But the Soviet battleship finally making a move here. Still taking forever to get around this corner, as he's probably aware that I'm here. Oh, he comes around. I'm gonna help my buddy out with this destroyer. This destroyer ran aground, so I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to take some shots at him. It's a perfect time, but he is facing directly towards me and we don't get a single hit. Now he's gonna start, looks like hopefully he'll start backing up. And we start to get some hits. And let's try shooting at his propeller, maybe take it out. There we go, we got it, caused an incapacitation. But now our friend comes around the corner, and the moment I've been waiting for is finally launch some of his torpedoes at him. He's not as close as I hoped he would. He's taking the long way, which is going to benefit him here. Still, he hits, knocks my steering out, or propulsion actually. So hopefully those torps hit. The first salvo I sent looked to be a little bit short. I'm still trying to master the torpedoes. They're not easy. They're harder than the main guns because they travel a lot slower. So they're winning on the numbers game for sure. They outnumber us by 3 right now. And finally Kirov comes around the corner making his debut. Just gonna shoot some... I have armor piercing loaded, make some citadel hits on him. And he does launch his torpedoes, but I'm just try to pivot, and I get out of the way just in time. And again, launching more citadels into him. Looks like my buddy's got some kills there. And he's distracted by my companions. So I'm able to fill him with like 5 or 6 citadels. And on the cruiser without light of armor, it doesn't take long for a destroyer if you're accurate. But that meant our battleship got away from us, so we just got to keep waiting for that. Or maybe I'll just leave. My smoke screen's about to let out. Gonna make try to make a hard turn, but a lot of these destroyers slide too much, and bam, hit right into the pier there. Looks like they got caned. He was in a cruiser he doesn't often use, so he may have gotten overwhelmed, but he got a kill. He still did good. He usually uses destroyers, and Gal usually uses battleships and cruisers. So they're still outnumbered us, and I think I'm just gonna go for the base cap here. The luxury of a destroyer. Let's go for that hidden base cap. And there's that pesky Soviet battleship again. He looks like he's doing the same. However, it's going to be harder for him to capture the base there, big guy. You're a lot easier to see than I am. Broadside destroyer, too tempting. I have to get a shot off. I don't know if I hit him. And we're just coming up to the base. Gonna squeeze between these islands here. And basically hide behind the island and hope time runs out at this point. Very risky game we're playing here. Of course, destroyers, when you're playing a destroyer, you're usually playing a risky game anyway. They're so fragile, but they can still do a lot of damage with their torpedoes. So yeah, just trying to find a place behind this island. Basically trying to lie flush with the island so they can't hit me, even if they see me. Basically, making sure they know that the Russian battleship's in our base too. Trying to do the same thing I'm doing. I'm not sure he's gonna have as much success. He's just such a big target. It's gonna be impossible for him to hide. And now it's just a waiting game. A couple minutes left, and just praying that my friends can last as long as possible, and basically distract the remaining ships. We're outnumbered, barely outnumbered, and just hoping that that destroyer doesn't come back over here, because of all the ships that are going to get in the base first and into their own base would be that destroyer. So it looks like he is still distracted by those battleships, which is what I planned and what I hoped for. So I'm not sure. It doesn't look like anyone's really taking action here. They got some hits on the Soviet ship. Oh, but we lost Ganget. Oh well. Starting to lose a couple guys here. And oh yeah, we just lost another one. Alright, so it's just 2 of us. Just gotta hope Gal lasts as long as possible. But I think they're more than aware that I'm in their base and I'm gonna capture it pretty soon if they don't take action. We're ahead on the base cap, so I'm gonna stay where I am. If I leave now, they'd be ahead on the base cap. So I've kind of gone all in here. There's a core bay. So I want to maybe playing this a little bit riskier than I should, but I think if I launch some torpedoes, oh, we got a ship there, then maybe it'll distract or even hit him if he's coming around the island. Launch some torpedoes here. Still don't know where that destroyer is, but he is coming back, I'm sure. Oh, he's almost out. I have a feeling it's going to be me here in a second. Don't see anyone though. Yeah. Alright. Coming down to the wire here. There's 5 seconds left. We almost have the base cap, but the destroyer gets a shot off and it comes and it hits the bow, but we got the base cap just in time. And we get the win. I get the solo warrior. Probably one of the least deserved solo warriors that I've seen. But it doesn't matter. We got the win. I was hit, but I stayed intact. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I want to put more content out there, maybe in some shorter clips. But thanks for staying tuned, and see you guys next time.